Hi and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will be hand lettering words. This is the 6th video in the Learn Hand Lettering series that I have on my channel. I will link to the playlist in the description box if you want to learn along with us. So the supplies we'll be using for this video are Tombow dual brush pens, and I have a video up on my channel where I show you how to use these brush pens, so if you haven't seen it, check that video out as well. I will link it in the description. The Bien Fang marker paper, and remember, you just want to use some type of marker paper or a smooth paper when you're using brush markers. So I also have 2 sheets with me. This is the lettering practice sheet, the blank one, like the regular size one that is available free. If you check the link in the description, I'll link that there. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this sheet today in this video, but I do have it with me just in case. And then I also have this sheet here, which I just made really quickly on my iPad. So I will most likely be using this paper here, and I will lay my marker paper over the top. So I do want to mention 2 videos in particular from the Learn Hand Lettering series that may be helpful to you. I have another video where I teach you how to form the letters. So that's basically taking the basic strokes and combining them to form letters. And then I also have another video where I show you how to connect letters. So I take 2 different letters and show you how to connect those together. So if you watch those 2 and then watch this one, it'll piece it all together and then you can write complete words. So I kind of want to explain why I made this sheet here. So when you're hand lettering words, you want to keep in mind 3 tips, and this paper helps with those tips. So these 2 lines here are going to determine the height of your letters. So all of your A's and O's and your ovals on your B's or P's or any of those letters would all be contained in here. This top line here is for all of your ascenders. So if you're writing an L, for instance, it's going to go to this top line. And then this bottom line here is for your descenders, or all your letters with descenders. So your G's, your J's, things of that nature. And so all I did was just drew these 4 lines and blew them up a little bit larger so that way you guys can see how to use them. Because in the videos, I usually use this paper here, and this one only has 3 lines. So I figured in order to help you be able to hand letter full words better, I decided to just make this really quick. If you're following along with me, you can draw 4 lines on your paper and then try and hand letter your words like I had mentioned. So for this video, I will be using the Tombow dual brush pen. I recently did a video on how to hand letter with brush pens using this Tombow dual brush pen. So if you want to see that video, I will link that in the description. And remember, any upstroke is going to be done with the tip of the marker, and then any downstroke you want to try to use the edge or side of the marker. Okay, so just a recap. This top line is going to be for letters with ascenders. These 2 lines here are going to be the heights of your letters, and this bottom line will be for letters with descenders. You could also use this 4-line method to practice your basic strokes. So that's why using guidelines underneath your marker paper, whatever paper you're writing on, is beneficial because it helps you to stay inside the lines and keep all of your letters together. A tip that I do have when you are hand lettering words would be to take your time and go slow. Remember the upstroke and the downstrokes, and keeping the spacing in between your letters consistent. So now I'm just going to write a few different words using the guidelines underneath my marker paper. and all of the words will be written in real time. So I just want to point out something that I did while I was writing this letter. Well, a couple things. But I want to point out something that I did while hand lettering this word. The spacing was pretty good, pretty consistent to me, just looking at it. But this right here, that spacing in between the P and the H is too much. And so it kind of throws the word off. Like it kind of looks like this part is like separate from this part. Even though they're connected, even though they're connected right here, it still like throws it off. So it looks like strange. So another tip that I have when you are hand lettering would be to make sure that you have enough space to write the words or phrases that you are hand lettering, because you could run out of space on your paper or, material that you are hand lettering on. In this case, I almost didn't have enough room to write the whole word. I should have started it a little bit further back here on this end, but That's just another tip to keep in mind when you are doing any kind of hand lettering. So that leads me into another tip. If you are hand lettering for a client or you've been commissioned to hand letter something for someone, you do want to make sure that you do like some planning. What's the size of the material that you're going to be writing on? What kind of material is it? Because you may have to adjust your hand lettering tools based on the type of material that you are writing on. So now I'm just going to go over the 4 lines that I mentioned earlier with this yellow marker so you can see them a little bit better. So looking back at all of the words, there are a few spots where I didn't quite make the letters the full height of these 2 lines here. There's also spots where the descender didn't go all the way down to that line. Like right here, the oval in the A is not touching the bottom, the baseline is what it's called. It's not touching the baseline. And even the L here, it's also not touching the baseline. And the G, same thing, it's not quite touching that line. I just wanted to point out these spots just to show you that your hand lettering is not going to be perfect. But when you look and notice mistakes that you make, you can go back and, practice some more, go over it again, and your hand lettering will get better and better. So we've reached the end of the hand lettering words video, the 6th video in the Learn Hand Lettering series. If you found this video helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. Is there anything you want me to make a video about regarding hand lettering or anything art related? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe for more hand lettering vids and other art related content. And as always, thanks for watching.